So Battlefield 4 gets released over the course of this week, either tomorrow if you're in the US or at various other times throughout this week for different countries around the world. But there's something that people have been talking about a lot in the past 24 hours and even before that, and that is VPN, or Virtual Private Network. What this enables people to do is basically hide their IP address so that they can connect to Battlefield before it is released in their country. Now this is something that PC users are going to be able to do. Console users won't be able to do this because obviously it's locked in to the consoles themselves. It basically means that people can get a heads up, they can play way ahead before it's meant to officially be done so through EA. Now this raises a bit of a question for me, and a lot of people asked me in the past 24 hours would I be doing this, and I'm not. I'm waiting till Friday. Is it choice or is it cheating? Really is the way to look at it. And there's other things to keep in mind with regards to this. A lot of people obviously are very quick to be all like, well, I paid for the game, I should be able to play it as soon as it's out, I should be able to play it whenever I want. There's always these people that feel that they should be able to do whatever they want to do all the time. But at the end of the day, EA are releasing the game, DICE are releasing the game. It is really down to them. You're paying for the game, but they're putting it out there, they're creating it. On the other hand, it's obviously very frustrating for people who want to actually play the game. Of course, people have waited so long for the game. They've been teased and teased and teased. Is it any wonder that by the game actually comes to this week that they're foaming at the mouth and they're literally, they cannot restrain themselves from playing? I fully understand that. I guess people lack a little bit of self-discipline, but it's not that long to wait. I think YouTubers mainly more than anybody else are the ones freaking out because obviously there's going to be pandemonium. The game comes out, people are going to be literally falling over themselves to get gameplay out there of any kind. Map reviews, gun reviews, montages, trolling. It's, oh God, I mean, personally I think one of the reasons why I often take a bit of a backseat, I actually feel slightly apathetic this week as well, because I'm kind of like, it's the same with DLC releases as well, it's like people are literally rushing so hard. I've always hated this kind of bum rush thing, like when people open the doors and there's no organisation whatsoever, like no seating plan or anything like that, and they're literally right, find your own place, oh my God, everybody's rushing, I hate all that, it should just be nicely organised, no rushing, no falling over one another because everybody knows. So I've always really disliked that kind of rush. But all of that aside, there is of course the whole deal of like, well look, if EA really wanted to push it in terms of, telling people that they shouldn't do this kind of thing, then maybe they should make a statement saying this is absolutely unacceptable and here's what will happen if you do it. They haven't done anything like that, but I have spoken in the past, today to multiple people from EA, asking them what's the deal with this, just, are people going to be banned for it? Some people have said yes, some people have said no, some people have said we don't really have any sort of enforcement on it, some people agreed yes, we should be pushing this much harder and we should stop people from doing it. So again, this kind of like inconsistent reply, and I personally feel like if you're going to put it out there, if you're going to do these release times, then you should enforce them. If you're not going to enforce it, then just don't do it. I guess what they feel is obviously that for the most part, most people are definitely not going to go to all the trouble of doing the VPN deal, or maybe they just won't have the technical know-how, or they just simply won't know whatsoever. But there are reasons why they do these staggered releases, obviously to do with the servers. When a new game comes out, we've seen in the past, and like I said on my other video, when new games come out, there always is, like I say, this bum rush of people like, must play. Of course, because people are so excited to play. But can you imagine if they released it on the first day and allowed everyone to play? Really? It's like, I know obviously they're supposed to have load tested the servers and blah blah blah, but it's like, if everybody tries to get online at the same time, it's just going to crash and then nobody gets to play, So surely it's better that some people can play and then they release it and more people can play and then more people can play and they do like a rolling start, than just everyone go, because of course it just means that instead of having like a better sort of experience, it just means everybody has a miserable experience, and then obviously that reflects badly on the game, badly on the company. So there's obviously good reasons why they put these things in place. But I'm interested to hear what you guys think about this. I think I can probably predict the answers already. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be like, of course you can play. There's not going to be many people in the corner of like, no, we should definitely, you know, adhere to the rules. Yeah, I'm sure that you guys are going to be all about the rules. But no, seriously, what do you think? Do you think it's better? I mean, as I say, the poor console guys, including me, I've played console for the past year, so I include myself in that. People that play on the console, you know, you're screwed. You can't do anything about it. It's just the deal with the PC for the VPN. So interested, unless perhaps there's some curious third-party thing that you can kind of plug in between your cables that I'm not aware of that allows you to do it. Probably is. But yeah, so it's kind of like not everybody is in the same boat. It comes back to that whole thing. Is it fair? You know, everyone's kind of, you know, it's not really fair. Like if there's a thing that's enforced or put in place, I should say, and the majority of people are adhering to it, but some people are like going to buck that, and they're just like, hey, you know, basically what they're saying is they're like, fuck you guys, I'm going to do whatever the hell I like. You know, I don't know, I don't really like that attitude personally, but as I say, it's everybody's own choice, and that's what I've said to people today when they've sort of said like, you know, should we do it, should we do it, what have you heard? I said, look, you know, at the end of the day, what most people have said to me that I've spoken to, most official people that have said to me is, you know, it's not acceptable, we don't approve it, obviously, and then, you know, it's a roll of the dice. Do you want to do it? Do you not want to do it? And it's always the way with banning and all this kind of stuff. And now people have said, by the way, that you won't get banned. And there was obviously the whole Reddit thread, which I will link below, talking about it. And we had an Origin producer saying that one person confirmed that you wouldn't get banned, and he says I could probably go through the same process and get a different answer. I don't know what our actual policy is on this, so I won't comment, but don't do anything dumb that will wind up getting you banned. And then obviously a lot of people saying you won't get banned, they can't ban you, blah blah blah. Some people even saying like, look, unless it's in your terms of service, there's nothing you can do about it. This guy, what was he said, EA scare tactics, they won't ban. Everyone from 4chan and tons of Redditors are doing it. They would have to ban a huge percentage of users. It would be a PR nightmare, especially with the support chat being on the front page saying that you won't get banned from a representative. And of course he comes back saying, I'm not using scare tactics, I don't know the official policy, but it's just to not do anything stupid that would get you banned. And then of course those people are saying you get banned. So again, a lot of kind of confusion on the information side of things. Realistically, they're not really going to do anything, like you say, because it would just be a very, very difficult thing to do. But then why have these rules in place? So it just comes back to the whole deal of they've put a policy out there, some people are going to adhere to it, some people are not. But I think personally what it comes back down to more is about kind of, you know, respecting your other gamers, everyone sort of playing it on the level. And I never like to really go in for these kind of things, it's just not me. But other people obviously don't give a toss, and they're just happy to do whatever it takes to get on with the game, which I guess is their own choice. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. Please drop it in the notes below, guys. I'll comment and reply with you as always. More Battlefield thoughts coming from me this week, and I'll be down in on the game on Friday. I will be playing throughout over the weekend. I will drop some server listings. I'll be doing some live comms. I'll be doing some map reviews. I'll be doing all sorts of stuff that you get from me usually when Battlefield things are thereabouts, and continuing far on into the future. So anyway guys, that's the thoughts today. VPN, what is your opinion? Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you next time.